Ah, welcome.
Hi, thank you. This is from Guru Ramana Vachana Mala, and it's the very first verse before the book starts, and it's like an invocation. O nectar ocean, filled with grace, O self-supreme, consuming all by boundless light, be thou the sun for the heart lotuses blossoming.
Why did you decide to read this very lovely verse to us today, Anne?
It just struck me as so beautiful and so perfect. A nectar ocean filled with grace and the light and the sun, the blossoming heart lotus. It's just beautiful language and beautiful metaphors and mm, yeah, it's been with me all day. And I looked up the original in I think it was verses to Arunachala in the collected works, and it's a slightly different translation and an explanation. So, that was just, it, it just seems to see everything, it shines.
And would you like to share with the group where this? I know you took it from the right at the beginning of Guru Ramana Vachana Mala, but it, or I can share it if you want. I can explain.
Yeah, it's from five verses to Sri Arunachala Pancharatnam in the collected works, page 116. And it sounds different. It's ocean of nectar, full of grace, engulfing the universe in thy splendor. O Arunachala, the supreme itself, be thou the sun, and open the lotus of my heart in bliss.
Be thou the sun. and open my lotus heart in bliss. Did I get that right?
Yes, yes, yes. Be thou the sun and open the lotus of my heart in bliss.
The lotus of my heart in bliss.
That's good. That sounds good.
Sounds wonderful. Be thou the sun and open the lotus of my heart in bliss. So this is a verse written by Bhagavan Ramana. It's in the collected works. It's the first verse of one of his poems to Arunachala, the 5 stanzas to Arunachala. He wrote 5 verses, 5 stanzas. And this is the first of those 5 verses. And they've also put it at the front of Guru Ramana Vachana Mala. This is my version of Guru Ramana Vachana Mala. And a beautiful photo of Bhagavan on the front. There are 3 verses. There are 3 verses right at the start of this text that are not, I guess, official parts of the text. They're the invocatory verses. They're all about Arunachala. Arunachala is the mountain where Bhagavan lived, who Bhagavan considered to be his guru. And it is also another name for what we truly are and what he truly is. O nectar ocean filled with grace. O nectar ocean filled with grace. O self supreme, consuming all by boundless light. O self supreme, consuming all by boundless light. Be thou the sun for the heart lotuses blossoming. First verse of Arunachala Pancharatnam by Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, also known as the 5 stanzas to Sri Arunachala. And I'll read the collected works version again. Which Anne has already read to us. Verse 1, 5 stanzas to Sri Arunachala. Verse 1, ocean of nectar, full of grace, engulfing the universe in thy splendor. O Arunachala, the supreme itself, be thou the sun. Be thou the sun, and open the lotus of my heart in bliss. Be thou the sun, and open the lotus of my heart in bliss. There's a comment underneath this verse in the collected works, which explains that this verse is much deeper than we may initially imagine, and it contains the entire gist of the teaching, which is what Anne told us too. She felt. And then we have two remaining verses in the beginning of Guru Ramana Vachana Mala, which between the three verses, the entire teaching is really unfolded. If the first one hasn't unfolded it for you, the next two contain the rest of the teaching. So the second verse, the truth of Arunachala, the truth of Arunachala. This is a verse written by Muruganar. The other verse, the first verse that Anne read to us, was written by Bhagwan Ramana. The second verse is written by Muruganar. It's called The Truth of Arunachala. Sounds quite grandiose. So let's hear it. The Arunachala, who is not within reach of the mind, so long as the sense of I am the body prevails, is the real self in the heart. The Arunachala, who is not within reach of the mind, so long as the sense of I am the body prevails, is the real self in the heart. The meaning is clear. Arunachala is our self. It is found in the heart, which means our core within us. It will not be realized by the mind as long as the sense I am the body prevails. It will never be realized in the mind. But the mind is the sense I am the body. That's the second verse. Third verse. All right. If we thought the previous verse had a grandiose title, The Truth of Arunachala, this third verse has a really grandiose title. You ready for it? It's called The Truth of the Vision of the Light of Arunachala. There we go. The truth of the vision of the light of Arunachala, to outdo the previous verse, which was just the truth of Arunachala. This is the truth of the vision of the light of Arunachala. This is probably a slightly cumbersome translation of the Tamil, which probably flows more, I'm guessing. This was written by Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi. I don't know where it's taken from. Maybe it's a stray verse. I'll read it. I'll read this third verse that is prior to the teachings of Guru Ramana Vachana Mala. The truth of the vision of the light of Arunachala. The vision of the light of Arunachala is seeing the secondless truth of one's own self by turning the mind towards that self through giving up the sense, I am the body. The vision of the light of Arunachala is the seeing of the secondless truth, the seeing of the secondless truth of one's own self by turning the mind towards that self through giving up the sense, I am the body. The vision of the light of Arunachala is the seeing of the secondless truth of one's own self by turning the mind towards that self, through giving up the sense I am this, I am the body. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya. Om, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat.